to help you. I'm trying to help Steve Kerr get out.
Ain't no out for this, though.
But wait, hear me out, though. Jayson Tatum and both of us, all three of us, know he can pretty much play every single position.
Yeah.
Except the big five, and he can still do it, but he can get bounced around a little bit.
I think he's 6'10".
Yeah, but those dudes is a little thicker, you know, sometimes.
But I think he might be as tall as Anthony Davis is. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you look at that, you say to yourself, is it such that Derek White, Drew Holiday, and whoever else that would be taking those minutes from him does for USA basketball a little better in the coach's eyes than Tatum at what they're asking them to do?
First of all, I've been over here since the Vegas training camp. I've been at every practice. I done played in every game. Now, KD's been hurt, haven't practiced, healthy, comes back, plays. Derek White, you called him 2 weeks ago. Hey, man, where you at? Oh, you in the Bahamas? Hey, man, can you come over here? We need one.
And he get minutes.
He had 17 minutes the other night.
And so I'm sitting there like, for real? He just been, he hurt. Come on now. That don't even seem right. Come on now. He just showed up 2 weeks ago. He'd only practiced for 1 week. I've been here since the beginning. I'm first-team All-NBA champion, and I don't play.
I'm not the selection.
Like, that don't make no sense to me. I'm just saying what's going through my mind. So now I come off a game I don't play. I'm Tatum to start. I'm like, oh, I go from not playing to starting? Like, oh, my first shot, side of the backboard. His mind ain't right.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
So if I can take your anti-Celtics conspiracy theory a little deeper, is it possible that Steve Kerr would look at Drew Holiday and Derek White as not really Celtics because they weren't natural-born Celtics, because obviously Drew's New Orleans, Milwaukee before he came to Boston, Derek White was San Antonio before Boston. Okay, well, I'm just saying that's where this is going, right? Okay. So I was slightly surprised at first glance at this quote that Jayson Tatum, who's a good young man, he always says all the right things, you know him. And I thought he might just take one for the team and say, whatever Steve needs from me, if he wants me to sit or start, I'll do whatever the team needs. But he didn't say that because this got him good, man.
No,
this
it did. Say it,
you can see it.
He did say it to a degree.
Well, but humbling experience, he made it about him and what happened to him.
He said it's a unique situation, and it's not about individual players.
Well, it's not.
So he basically gave you that.
But it got him because he said, it hurt him, and I get it, man, because you're right. You're about 3 straight years.
Of course it's going to be.
I'm considered a top 5 player in this league.
Yeah.
For the last 3 years. I'm in my prime, and I just won the chip.
So anybody on the All-NBA team should start and play.
If you're on the first team All-NBA...
And you're at the Olympics, you should start and play.
I do agree with one point you're making. It's 3 years. It's not one or two.
I understand. I get it. I understand.
3 years.
Yeah.
I understand.
So I've been considered the best wingman for the last 3 years.
So why isn't Steve Kerr playing him like that then?
Because
Paul?
Durant played for him. Curry played for him. Booker's in the Western Conference. You can't not play LeBron. And then, obviously, you probably need a center at that spot.
Okay. Now, for the record.
Your conspiracy theory.
Yeah, for the record.
There's no love for the Eastern Conference.
Jayson hasn't exactly been Jayson at any point through this Olympic run.
No, he hasn't.
In the 5
Curry
practice
hasn't
games.
been Curry.
No, he has not. I agree. He had one big game against Steph had the one game against
Australia?
Serbia or somebody in the practice game.
I think it was
He went 6 of 9. He made 6 of 9 against somebody. Yeah, but would you believe?
I think it was Australia.
5 practice games and now just the one real game. Jayson Tatum has yet to make a single 3 in any of those 6 games. He's 0 for 11. Okay, so he hadn't been himself, and he's averaging over those, again, it's 5 practice games. He's 6, 3, and 2, 6.3 rebounds, 2 assists. He hasn't been that guy. He hadn't been that Boston guy.
Nobody's going to be their guy for their team. No, nobody's going to be able to do that. Like, I mean, but he can give you something. You know what I'm saying?
To me, I think Steve Kerr looked at it and said, he's just not playing Well, you made the case. He's worn out. You know, like he mentally hit the wall after a long playoff run, right?
But they all was in long playoff runs.
Well,
Who?
not quite as long.
Drew and
Yeah, and Derek.
Drew and Derek.
Yeah, but their load is a little different than his. He led them in points, rebounds, assists.
Yeah, but they still was on the, my point is they still was on the floor. They still played. They still was
It's
out
just
there.
like, it's not.
I bet you if you look at the minutes, he didn't play much more minutes than those guys.
Maybe not, but what they're asked
Other
to
than the
do, what
last
they're
game,
asked to do,
where
compared, what they're
Skip
asked to
said he
do
was
on a
trying
night in and a night out basis.
He was pouring it on.
Think
That was
about
high
it.
energy, man.
What he's asked to do on a night in, night out basis, as far as like the scoring,
Yeah, no, I
defend,
get
and
it. I
rebound,
understand.
whereas, you know,
Especially
not
the last
taking
night.
away from Drew, you know, they asked to defend at high levels. It's just, come on, this is.
No,
Okay.
he probably should get a little more minutes.
All right,
Right.
so you've made the point. It's all about with you when you played communication with your head
Absolutely.
coach, and so Steve Kerr he's about as good a communicator as I think there
Yes,
ever was.
absolutely.
He's really
You gotta
good at
talk
that.
to me, tell me what the plan
Okay,
is.
so I think he talked Jayson through it, but to your point, Jayson, he still couldn't get over it, right? I mean, it was.
Well, man was asked a question.
There's nothing you can tell me. If Steve Kerr came to me, Paul Pierce,
Yeah.
and said, "Hey,
Yeah.
you know, after I just say I won a championship, first team, all of that, and say, yeah, we just ain't got no minutes for you tonight," and I'm thinking like, why not? Like, we all play the same position. Me, Derek, Drew, KD, Booker.
But this Puerto Rico
LeBron.
game, maybe he sits Derek and Tatum gets
Nah,
more
because
minutes.
he's trying to justify it now.
See, but
It's just like you.
I'm
don't
trying to
see-
help
like,
y'all,
like
Steve Kerr. He ain't
Embiid-
letting me.
Nah, like Embiid was he justified that by sitting Embiid. Like, look, I set the MVP. Like, I could sit anybody.
Also, he knew that Joel would just take it.
Yeah, he knew
doesn't-
Joel.
it's
Yeah,
like,
he happy to be
whatever.
there.
Right.
Joel's happy to be there.
Yeah.
You was
He happy to be a part of this. But
I
like,
just think they looking at it as a coaching staff, man, and they trying to manage, as he said early on, is going to be tough to figure out everybody's roles and minutes.
Okay.
in
when you
this
the USA
situation.
team, like I said from 3 weeks ago, I'ma just close my eyes and say, you get in.
All right.
Whoever I point at, whoever the ball, I'ma just I'ma have a little, hey man, I'm gonna throw this up, whoever catch it, go in the game.
But you know that's but you know
That's how good they are.
but
Like,
this
come
isn't-
on.
But this isn't Chuck
Like-
Daly. This is Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's a coach. He's a coach.
Yeah, I should be able to coach whoever goes in when
opposed
I
to
got
just sitting back.
12
You
of the
ain't dealing
best.
with Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson would have just sat back and chill and let them do their thing. Steve Kerr is a coach. He gonna go by the rules. He gonna do it all the right way.
All right.
That's what he's a
Keyshawn,
coach.
Is it possible that Steve Kerr has quote unquote lost Jayson Tatum? Just lost.
I don't know Jayson Tatum
Yeah.
to even give you that assessment
He's
on
lost.
whether or not he's lost.
He's lost.
He probably
He's lost. You can tell from that first shot. You can just tell. I'm looking at his
movement around,
body. His
his
body
movement.
language is just.
Yeah, I don't like
he's
his
lost.
body
I don't. His body
It
language.
ain't even his body language. It's just,
Maybe he's tired and mentally fatigued, physically fatigued. but
or maybe
after
he
that,
just figured we
after
gonna
that-
walk this thing all the way through. I'm gonna get my gold medal. I'm cool.
Maybe.
he's lost. Once I saw that first shot, I was just like mentally,
Gone.
he gone.
Paul say they hate the Celtics, so
Yeah,
they do
you know, yeah.
I just want to know Steph Curry, whatever he shoot, Jayson Tatum shoot the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna bench Steph Curry.
But you can't bench him. That's my guy. How am I bench my guy? That's like me benching you. You my guy. Why would I bench you?
Nah, I get
don't
it.
care if you
I get
ice
it.
cold. I'm not playing skip over you. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
That'd be that's stupid.
If Jaylen Brown was an Olympian right now, would he be giving you more than Jayson Tatum?
He wouldn't even play based
No?
on what's going on out here. Here they'll bench him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on what's going on out here, he would have been benched too.
Well, that's good though. We'll teach y'all a lesson. The Celtics a lesson.
That's all right, man. Y'all
No,
continue
just
to hang up
fuel 'em
these
for next year,
in-season tournament banners, and we gonna hang up the real ones.
Yeah.
You know, that's all.
Okay, now you got Jaylen and Jason coming back next year with bigger chips on
With
their
bigger motivation. Thank
Right.
you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Maybe Steve Kerr looking at him from 3 years ago and saying, "It's the same guy that played against me in the
Yeah,
championship."
but y'all beat them. But y'all beat them.
No, I'm saying, I'm just
like, I
saying
can
that
understand that we beat them in the finals, and it's like, let me see.
You know what? I think you're onto something there.
No,
Because Steve watched up close and personal as he did not play great in those, what was it, 6 games.
So maybe that's still buried in his mind that he ain't good enough to play with him.
There's no chance you can say he's not good enough.
I'm not saying it. I'm
You
just
don't
trying
just
to
slip and fall on
I'm
first team
trying to
all
figure
NBA.
out and justify why the man
There's
isn't
no
on the court.
justifying this. There's no justifying.
So it's just completely wrong, huh?
Completely. Why
Yeah,
you
no,
think
it
he
is.
said? Why you
I
think
don't
he
even
said?
understand
His words. I feel like an idiot. Like I feel. Like why would you say that?
See, I couldn't.
I feel like an idiot.
Skip, I couldn't take that.
Like what's the definition of idiot? Like the dumbest. Like I just feel so. He didn't say I feel bad or I feel terrible. He feels like an idiot.
I was in the Pro Bowl one year with Tom Coughlin as a coach, and we lost our punt returner. And he tried to tell me to go, hey, you go return punts. But I'm like, first of all, I'm not over here to return punts, Paul.
Right.
It's not happening. That's what I told Tom. So you better get somebody else to do that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to play receiver.
Right.
Because I couldn't see myself returning punts in no game. That's just not.
Yeah.
Get somebody else to do that. And I feel the same way about Jayson. Jayson done went way over there for a job to do, and he's not allowed to do his job because they see something different.
So how did Coughlin react to you?
Tom just put his hands up.
Okay.
But you see what I'm saying?
I don't think he loved that.
No, he didn't. But I think they got like Ross Smith to
at
do
the
it
end
or
of the
something.
day, end of the day, you see what I'm saying? I've been here since the beginning. Vegas. Went to Saudi Arabia, went over here.
Yeah, it's too much.
You called Derek White 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I have a real problem.
KD ain't practiced with us in a month.
No.
And them two get more minutes than me.
Yeah, I would have
You feel me?
I would.
I got a
if there was
problem
no
with
communication.
It don't matter.
Which
You
I
can
think he
communicate all you
communicated
want. I've been here
to him.
since day one.
I would have a problem with that. If I'm flying all over the country
Yeah, this
and I
man
ain't getting
just-
my minutes, I could be at home, man.
Yeah,
I
come
could be
on.
on vacation.
Come on now.
Okay, but you know what Steve Kerr is thinking deep down? I can just close my eyes and pick 5 other guys, and we're going to win the gold,
Cool.
right? So
Then
he's
do
not
that.
worried
Do that.
about
Then
this.
do
Let's
that.
do that.
Do
Everybody
that.
should play.
Yeah, do that then.
You can even play them other. They still got them other guys. They still on the team. Them
You know
other
what I
guys,
look at this
Langston.
like?
Those guys.
You can throw them in there.
You know what I look like? I look at this as Little League sports. Everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to play. Little Tommy.
Participation?
Oh, little Tommy.
Yeah.
Little Tommy's supposed to play. Even though little Tommy ain't ready, I don't care. Put little Tommy in.
Don't win.
But it was so ironic. You said before all this started, you got to give all these guys some minutes.
got to.
And then Jayson Tatum in the first game is just zonked, man. He's a zero.
Because when you don't give him the minutes, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the second game he plays, you're just going to get lackadaisical. You're going to get.
If you notice
I've
that
checked out.
we didn't even say nothing. You say this about Jayson, but we didn't say nothing when Halliburton didn't play, though, right?
No, we really didn't.
We didn't.
No, we
but
said
he's not Jayson Tatum, first team All NBA,
No,
NBA
he's not.
champion.
He's not.
So that never even came up. But because it's Jayson Tatum, this got to come up.
And if Derek White didn't play, I wouldn't have said nothing either.
Yeah.
Because he just got brought over there.
And the reason we're not even talking about Embiid not playing because he's trying to justify that.
Well, I mean, Embiid hasn't played great, and
It don't matter. Don't matter.
Okay,
We're not
but-
talking about Embiid not playing.
I mean, we did, but,
I mean,
but we
but-
also did that topic about he's just happy to be there. So let all these other guys go.
Yeah, but that didn't shock us because it was like coming into the game, it was like, all right, Embiid not playing tonight.
yeah, I'm shocked Jayson Tatum not
But
playing.
that was a shocker.
Okay, but Jayson is playing a loaded position for Team USA where we got a bunch of those guys.
But we can move him somewhere else. What you
What's
want
the
him to do?
loaded position?
Yeah, well, that's what Paul is saying. What you want him to do? He can play everything.
He can play everything.
All right, but we have 2 point guards on this team, and one of them is LeBron James, and the other one doesn't get to play, and that's Tyrese, right?
Drew Holiday.
I don't know. Is he a pure point? I guess he can
Yeah, he's
do
a
it.
pure point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
mean,
so
I don't look
okay.
at him that way,
So
But LeBron is
moving from the point to the wings. Now what? What you gonna tell me then, right? We
to the power forward.
We got
LeBron,
KD and
yeah.
we got other wings that can play. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go small and go on the court small. That's
Okay, you can do whatever.
Yeah.